Good evening. Good evening. Customary clap. Hello, everybody. I'm back at home. I'm back, sat at home finally after a week and a half of traveling around. Good evening. So, for those that don't know me, what have you been doing in lockdown? That's my question. My name is Kate Carney and I am from Sip and Share. And tonight I'm a few minutes early. Everything's been rescheduled. Let's blame COVID. Nothing to do with COVID, but let's blame it anyway. So we are streaming live on, oh my goodness, loads of places. My page, Sip and Share, several pages. Hi, Louisa. With our new friends. Hi, Emmy. Hi, Vic. With our new friends at Selkirk Distillery. So we are going to bring those guys on camera in a moment. If you are having a little pre-kids go back to school, it's the end of the bank holiday, gin and tonic, or whatever you're drinking, please let me know what you're drinking, because I've got a beautiful box sat beside me after traveling. Hi, Sheila. G&T in the bath. Hello. Well, I am remaining closed for the entire interview, Sheila, so I will stay present and correct. But I do have a currently empty glass, and after a 6-hour journey back from Devon today, folks, I need a gin and tonic, and I've heard very, very good things about Selkirk Distillery. So streaming on YouTube, streaming on the Distillers group. Oh, heck, there's like loads of pages. So let's introduce Alan. So I'm going to bring him on screen. So he's just going to pop. Gin and bitter lemon. Oh, nice. Here he is. Hi, Alan.
Hello.
So everybody meet Alan from Selkirk Distillery. Alan meets everybody. Now we have 18 people viewing us. Weird sense, viewing us. Can you see, Alan, can you see comments?
Will they come up on the right-hand side? Let me just check.
They will. There's a little comments button.
Yeah, I've got them.
Awesome. Okie dokie. So this is a chat that we were going to have like a few weeks ago, what felt like at the beginning of summer. And as we accelerate towards the end of summer, here we are. Now you did, Alan from Selkirk Distillery, you did a live, what happened? What was this box used for? Let's show everybody this box. What was this beautiful box? Well, tell us all about it.
We did a live Zoom tasting of 3 of our gins, 2 of our core gins, and 1 of our what we call garden to bottle range. So the box included your 3 miniatures and all the mixers to go with the gins. And I think, did you get the free packet of crisps as well, Kate, or did you not get that?
Wow, I feel short-changed.
Perhaps you didn't get the crisps. They might have arrived a bit later. Yeah, it's basically a gin tasting night, live with me, talking through the 3 gins, giving you the perfect serve, and just telling you a little bit about the business and what we do, and trying to promote who we are. That's really what we did. So
what I'm looking for tonight is, because I couldn't make the first one, I'm looking for a private review. Let's drink some of this, drink one of these. All 3 as much as I would love to, but tell us a bit about Selkirk Distillery to start with.
Selkirk is in the Scottish borders. It's a very old town. We are the first legal distillery, I don't know the word legal, in Selkirk. We started producing gin in 2017. Now, what we used to do is what we call cuckoo distill. I've got a dear friend of mine who owns a distillery up in Perthshire. So we started off working with them, making gin with them, and eventually we got our own building down here in Selkirk, which was a great lift for us, and a great way to move things forward. Our signature gin, or our go-to gin, is the Selkirk gin. Now, this is all back to front, so please excuse me all about it. Now, originally, this was called Reaver's Gin, and unfortunately, due to an IPO challenge on our name, Reaver's, we lost it. It was a much bigger company than me, with a lot more money than me, trying to take me to the High Court in London, so we changed the name.
We can do a name change on that front. We don't need...
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I mean, it's the same lovely gin in the bottle. It's not a problem. It's a very light London dry, with a light citrus note in it, served over ice with a slice of orange. Makes a very pleasant gin and tonic. Makes a nice evening gin to have and drink and relax with. We're quite proud of it. Last year, we were finalists in the Scottish Gin Awards with the Selkirk gin, one of the top 45 gins in Scotland, which is no mean feat when you know how many gin distilleries there are in Scotland.
Well, I am getting my head around how many gins there are.
There's quite a lot of gins in Scotland, yeah.
Oh, you're getting a comment love the bottle shape. I do too, Rachel. Is
do?
your
You can't see
70
the thing.
centiliter bottle emulate this? It's got like a
It
bit of a...
does, yeah, that's the 70 CL there.
Oh, yeah, same shape. Nice minis.
Okay.
Very nice.
We have the 70, the 50, and the 20 and the miniature, all the same shape in the family.
Now, I love that. The branding expert inside me is saying, yes, Alan, well done.
So that's the 50.
Oh, nice.
And then obviously there's a 20 in between that. It's Italian glass, comes to us all the way from Italy, which you have to get your order in sharp in August because they they close down for 3 weeks in Italy, you know.
Yeah.
So I think the gin we're going to concentrate on tonight is something that's very unique to us. We are the only producers of it, I would say, in the world, because we are. And that's our Bannock gin. No, let's go that way. No.
Now, you're going to have to excuse me as an original Manchester lass.
Yes.
Bannock gin. Is Bannock a place? Is it a thing? Does it mean anything? See, this is why I'm saying this. Because
Okay. Bannock, for those who don't know, is a fruitcake.
You see, that's exactly why I asked. Why you have a fruitcake on standby? Like, is this a regular?
Because it's very nice, toasted and covered in butter.
Oh, nice.
So it's a traditional cake made here in Selkirk. It's called the Selkirk Bannock. It's what the town's famous for, as well as other things. We use the ones from our local bakers, and he is the only one that makes the Selkirk Bannock here in Selkirk. You can get them in other places, but we make them from Selkirk, so they go in our gin. And the way this gin is made is it starts life as the Selkirk gin, and then we take the Bannock gin and we actually macerate it into this gin. So it's post-distillation. It rests in the gin for 12 weeks, which allows all the what you'll have is a warm, fruity, buttery flavor.
I want a bit of cake to go with it.
Well, that's what you're going to get in a glass. So I'm going to pour it out for you because my wife quite likes this one too. I don't do measures, so.
Oh, good. Neither do I. Oh, it's golden.
Golden color. So when you have it in the glass, you'll get a nice smell.
It smells nice.
Lovely, warm. It's a very, very good gin just to drink like that. You could drink it just straight in a glass if you want a little bit of ice. It will change a little bit of color when you put the ice in. That's just a little bit of the butter that's left in the bottle.
Oh, nice.
It'll go sort of back to front. It'll go a creamy color. Have a little taste of it straight.
I was going to say, you can drink it neat. That's lovely. But I know there'll be 27 people that will judge me if I neck it as much as I do what a gin and tonic.
You don't neck it. 42% alcohol, remember. It's not a liqueur, it is 42%. So you'll get a real warmth from it. You'll get all the flavor. You can drink it neat, yeah. There's two worlds to it. One is as it comes out of the bottle, you'll get the fruitiness, the sultanas, the butteriness will all come through. Now, as I say, it takes 12 weeks, and it then has a 5 or 6 filtration processes before it touches the bottle.
I now know what Bannock cake tastes like.
You do.
It's very impressive. And when you said neck it, no judging. When you said buttery, like it actually is. It's like butter on a thick slice of warm cake.
That's it.
Lord.
Exactly. So when you pop your ice in, you just spilled it. Oh no!
So 2 things have happened there. One is a brand new MacBook Air has got delicious Bannock gin all over it.
Oh no!
That's okay. We've still got half a glass. We're not worried.
Okay. We're all right.
We didn't smash it. We didn't lose it all, and we're still live.
Good.
So, let me find
We're not blown up then. That's the best thing. So when you put the ice in it, you'll see it changes a little bit of color.
Where are we
And you
going?
put some lime in. You should have some dried lime with you. Yes.
Oh, let's have a look.
Should be there in the box.
Oh, I've not dried lime. I can send for dried lime.
Oh, I thought we put them in the box.
It probably did. It's probably stolen by an 8-year-old child trying to make a mocktail.
I mean, fresh lime is just as good. It's just obviously if we're sending out a sip and share box or a tasting box, we like to put the dried garnishes in, so you've got the proper garnish to go with your gin. And then no tonic in this one. It's a ginger ale mix.
Oh, nice.
So it will froth ever so slightly.
I
Like
can hold
And it'll go a lovely light creamy colour. So it will froth up. It's quite natural. And it goes creamy. And this is the best bit. You can have a drink now. It's got the ginger ale in it.
And I'm holding it with two hands, like a child out of Oliver Twist. I'm not spilling it again.
So it's my favourite gin. Sorry. I'll hand that to my wife.
That really does taste like, I can imagine, that cake. That is very, very impressive. So
thank you very much.
Was this the inspiration? I mean, it sounds like an obvious question, but you know, were you trying to make a gin which tasted like a famous cake from Selkirk? Was that the angle here?
It was actually looking for a Christmas type gin to launch. And Selkirk is famous for Selkirk Bannocks. So it was an idea, will it go into a gin? So I drove all the way up to Perthshire, a couple of hours, and took the Bannock into the distillery and said to my friend Tony, can I put this in my gin? And he went, I have no idea, Alan, let's try it. So we did, and about 12 weeks later, we produced the first ever Bannock gin. Launched for Christmas 2017, about 90 bottles, and they lasted about 4 days.
Yeah, and that was just you and Jane.
That was it, yeah. And because it's such a complex gin to make, it was like, I'm never going to make this again because it's too hard. It keeps giving. Trust me, it keeps giving.
It's really, really tasty, isn't it? It's really like, it makes me want to lick my lips. It's so smooth and really, it just tastes like what I think that cake is going to taste like. I've now got to find some Bannock cake.
We'll send you one. And once we finish taking the Bannocks, I see the question from, it's actually a friend of mine, David Russell. We take the cakes out. They're kept in silk bags, so there's no big lumps floating about in the gin. They're in silk bags. We lift them out and we do a slow drip process, almost like if you remember how your grandmother or your mother made jam over a pot and they sat it with the muslin and all the jam dripped through. That's exactly what we do with the Bannocks. It drips through and recovers as much as the flavour and as much as the alcohol as is possible. Once that's done, we then allow it to rest, and I'll do what's called a barrel-to-barrel transfer through filters at least 5 times, just trying to remove as much of the bits and pieces that might be in there as you can. And then the final filter goes through a 5-micron filtration system, and it goes into the bottle, and it ends up that way, like that. Golden brown, that way. Confusing.
We all want to know, David, I agree, can you eat the cake?
No.
It's
absorbed quite a lot of the alcohol. We are looking at a process of drying it to try and use it like a biscotti biscuit. We've had a couple of people who said, why not add more butter to it and reconstitute it into a cake, because it will almost be like a Christmas cake with the alcohol-soaked fruit. So we are looking at ideas and what we can do with it. So watch this space.
I will come up to Selkirk for a tasting of that buttery gin.
We'll certainly make sure you get a Bannock sent down to you, Kate, so you can actually enjoy the whole thing. The whole experience is there.
Louisa has said, any other mixer recommendations for those who don't like tonic or ginger? Louisa, I can't believe it.
Okay. Just have it straight, as my wife says.
Right.
It actually goes quite nice. My daughter drinks it with lemonade. I'm terrified to say that. But if you want to be a little bit extravagant, then it's actually a really nice drink with some apple juice. So a little bit of apple ties will go in there because the apple will bring out more of the fruitiness. And if you want to be very extravagant, you can make something called a Bannock Silk Cocktail, which starts life with 50 ml of Bannock gin, 50 ml of double cream, 25 ml of caramel syrup, half a lemon, half a lime, egg white, and you blitz it with ice, and you pour it into a glass. You sit back, you relax, and you get very drunk. And you don't know anything about it.
That is a Sunday lunch pudding in my life.
It is, yeah. It's served in a local spa up here in where we are, called Stobo Castle, if anyone's heard of it. It's actually renowned to be the world's #1 spa destination, and they have it on their menu as the Bannock Silk, and it sells very well. Cost you £11.50 there, though. But yeah, very nice drink. It is a dessert drink. You maybe have 2 of them at the most, and then that's you kind of, I've had enough.
Now, people say that, oh, it'll be too sweet, too much. It's never too much for me. I am absolutely.
You're my kind of customer, Kate.
Keep consuming.
Yeah. As I say, again, because of the way it's made, it comes very nice at winter time. When you add apple juice to it and white wine, you can then make what's a Bannock Glühwein. So you're making it into a hot drink. We did this in Germany when we were across there. We do a couple of Christmas markets in Germany, mainly because Selkirk's twinned with Plattling in Bavaria. We pop over to Bavaria to have fun in their Christmas markets. And we launched the Bannock Glühwein last year, and we sold 155 litres in 5 days. They loved it. And it was basically...
Know your audience in that context.
Exactly. And they're very supportive. But just that little addition of apple juice does lift it slightly. You can almost make a Bannock martini with it, with the apple juice. It'll sit quite nice with the martini with the apple juice in it. It's very, very nice.
And that's if you've got patience. If you've got patience to add cream and apple and caramel, or you don't spill it and throw it everywhere. You just hold of it very safely.
That's it. That's the one.
2017 was when you started. Selkirk Gin was 2017. So when was Bannock? Was that the same year?
Bannock was the Christmas of that year. And as I say, it was launched just with 90 bottles because it was, I'm not sure if it'll sell. And I swore I'd never make it again because it's so complicated. We're now on batch number 12 because it goes so well. I mean, it's been awkward during lockdown because we can't do sampling. And sampling it as you've tasted tonight is the key for Bannock gin. Once you taste it, you're hooked. You're going to drink it. And we have a lot of repeat orders for this.
Louisa has said, I think we should try this at the launch party. Louisa, I will get us a bottle of Bannock gin and we will all share it.
Launch party, when's that?
We're Sip and Share having a launch party on the 26th of September.
Wow.
Things going on. Louise has said, I just want to say how fabulous the Selkirk virtual tasting was early this month. I would love to visit if I'm ever close enough. Road trip, Louise. That's what that means. That means road trip.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to come and visit us. It's not a problem. We do welcome visitors. Obviously, we're COVID friendly, so if you turn up, please have your face mask. And we do keep the 2 meter distancing in place. It's obviously an adult only visiting centre.
I don't want to bring children with me to most of it anyway.
It's good fun because you actually get to see everything is done on site for us from start to finish. All the making of the gin, the bottling the gin, the labeling of the gin, the playing to make different gins is also something we quite enjoy doing. Obviously, you've got one of our liqueurs in the tasting box. We're very fortunate to be the strawberry and slow. I think we sent you. Is it strawberry and slow?
And label free, I think.
Oh, it should have be label. Hang on it. Yeah, it's the strawberry and slow. I can see it. Strawberry. It's all right. Your label must have fallen off. Strawberry and slow again starts life at Selkirk Gin, and all the fruit for our liqueurs are actually handpicked from the estate where the distillery is situated. So Philip Hawke has a very nice walled garden. It's not my walled garden. I will add that. But we get we get carte blanche to go up there and pick fruit when we want to.
Oh, what a hard job, Alan. What a hard job that must be.
It's tough, I tell you. So we go up, see the gardener Bob, and say, right, what fruit can we have? And he'll direct us to the strawberries, or he'll direct us to the raspberries, or the figs, or the plums. And other things are wild forage. So the slows were picked last September and kept in a freezer. We do things like bramble and spiced apple. We do all these kind of things. So it's all fresh fruit we use, no syrups, and no huge amounts of sugar, which makes them very nice, light gins to drink. You're still getting a nice ginny hit and not too much sweet syrupy stuff.
So in the family, because you talked about the bottles, I'm loving the fact we're at a 70, a 50, a 20 and a mini. Love that. Yep. We've got Selkirk. We have Bannock gin, which I've only drank half of because my laptop has enjoyed the rest.
Oh dear.
What else is in the family? Strawberry and slow liqueur.
Strawberry and slow. We also have a white currant and mint.
What? White currant and mint.
Mint. Yes.
Gin, liqueur. What is it? Tell us about
it. It comes out as a liqueur, and again, it's all hand picked. It's a little kind of almost a savoury back tone to the flavour in that one. Launched last year at an oyster festival, and absolutely just hit the mark. Absolutely hit the mark. It was just amazing. every time I turned around, my wife was selling 2 or 3 bottles of it. It just was such a smooth gin to drink, and it went very well with white fish or with scallops or mussels or oysters. It went very well with that. Good to cook with it, which was great.
Cook with it?
Yes, deglaze your pan when you've done your scallops. A little bit of butter, pour it over the top of your scallops, and you're done.
Just make the children scrub a bit harder. That's what I say, Alan. Don't go wasting my beautiful white currant and mint liqueur on it. Anne said, visited the Selkirk Distillery a short while ago. Alan is very knowledgeable. My daughter and I had a wonderful time. Thanks again. We'll definitely go and visit. And Louisa said, I have white currant and mint liqueur. Do you, Louise? Well, you can send some of that on gin.
Oh, yes, you order one, yes. Again, like most liqueurs, it will pop into a glass of Prosecco very easily. The strawberry and sloe you can make very similar to the Bannock silk. You can make a strawberry silk, which is very similar. It's the gin, the cream, and rather than caramel, you use vanilla syrup, the half a lime, the half a lemon, and again, the egg white, and you blitz it with ice and you pour into a glass.
Right. Shall we commit to now doing that on camera and making one of these things? Because we all want to see you with a whisk, Alan, and some double cream. None of this Jane.
I don't think I've got any double cream in the house, unfortunately. No, we put it in a blending machine.
Oh,
I can't do the cocktail shaking stuff either. People quite often ask us, "Can you do a bar?" It's like, I don't do bars. I'm a gin distiller. But
find a bar, no way.
We're very fortunate that we have a guy that comes along and does a lot of stuff with us, who's a guy called Mark Barrett. He's actually the barman of the year for Scotland, and he comes and helps us with some of our flavor profiling and stuff. Right. Again, an off-the-wall flavor guy. He will come out. He invented the white currant and mint. That was his recipe. One of the other ones he gave for us was the raspberry and white chocolate.
Oh, yes.
We haven't made that this year because we haven't got any raspberries yet. We're waiting to pick them. But certainly the raspberry and white chocolate will be making an appearance again because we get asked for it all the time.
I bet you do. And so you're saying cocktails night. Louisa, by the end of this, Alan and I will be like in a cocktail shake-off arranged for another date.
Oh, you've won. I can't do cocktail shaking off, yes, mate.
Neither can I, and that's what makes it funny. So we've got the so which is your favourite of your family?
Bannock gin's my favourite. I love it.
Even though it's a pain in the ass to make and it takes you
well, it's not so much of a pain now because we've almost perfected how to do it, not quicker, but better. It's like everything. When someone else is helping you make it, they don't take as much care over it as you do. And we've kind of, because we now know it takes 12 weeks, we plan ahead. So when we used to make it before, I'd get to the last bottle and be like, oh, I need more Bannock gin. Oh no, and I'd have to wait 12 weeks for it to get made. But just before lockdown in January, we were ahead of ourselves. We had lots of barrels sitting making Bannock gin. Every week we made a batch, which are all nice and ready now and starting to get bottled. So I have plenty because normally it runs out. Yeah, normally it runs out, but we've got another batch ongoing just now, so that'll be ready for mid-November, ready for Christmas.
So we know that we're not doing pop-up bars. We're not going to
not me personally, no.
We're not going to find you doing any cocktail shaking anytime soon. So what's on the agenda for the rest of the year? I mean, who knows a little bit what's on the agenda.
Right at the beginning, as you mentioned, the Zoom boxes, we would like to promote them either as a public Zoom like we did before, or if people who are watching tonight think, you know what, I've got maybe 10 friends, let's do it ourselves. Contact us. We'll send you out the boxes. Again, you'll get the 2 core gins, which is the Bannock and the Selkirk, and then a third gin, depending on what we've made at the time. So you might get the white currant, you might get the strawberry and sloe, you might get spiced apple, you might get raspberry and white chocolate. It just depends what we're making at the time. I'm
just going to clean my laptop because I realise I'm trying to type.
Yeah, it just makes it good if there's 10 because, and as you see in the box, it's enough. It's a double in the little miniature. There's enough in there for 2 people. If you're sharing.
Well, no, you wouldn't share. You don't share.
No, okay. I thought we'd both share.
None of this lot on this audience do anything less than.
What you can do is if you've got maybe 2 in a household and you think I don't want to buy 2 boxes, you can just add the extra miniatures, and that's on the website. You can add them as separate. All we don't do is send you the extra mixers because there's usually enough for for 2 mixers for each person.
He can buy his own mixers, Alan.
You see, got to know, we do send you Prosecco, remember? You do get Prosecco as one of your mixers.
I was very excited. I have restricted myself several times to opening this cracking.
That does go very nice with the sloe and strawberry.
Should I just do that one now?
If you want to, yes.
Okay. I feel I'm allowed because I've poured half of it. Right, let's taste the sloe and strawberry. Oh, and I've got your little tasting cups that you gave me as well.
Yeah, that all comes in the. And if we've got a snack coming, we will send you a snack. I thought we'd put one in for you. Sorry.
Well, don't apologise, because as I say, I have an 8 and a 6-year-old, and they see things at Poppy that their eyes goes, "Is it Mummy's gin?" Because I can no longer get away with its work stuff. So they try to attack things quicker than I can get to them. No, so right. Cheers, everybody. We're having a little. So this is sloe and strawberry. So when was this? When was this one made then?
This was made just at the end of the strawberry season. So the strawberries come from polytunnels, so they come out early for us. So they're picked. So what time did we do that? May, June, and it was allowed to rest and come through with the flavour. So you get a light balance, very light flavour, but you will get the strawberry will come. Sorry, I can't see what people are saying.
They're saying yes to it, and I didn't share. It's really light, isn't it? It's not got a heavy, it's not heavy, sugary, thick, syrupy. It's a really light, fresh flavour, actually.
Yeah, we like to think of it also as maybe Selkirk's answer to a Pimm's. So if you want to make a jug of that, you could do the sliced strawberries, some mint in there, and then top it off with soda water. I think Kate's frozen. Yes, she has. Oh no. I'll keep talking. So yeah, you can use it as like a Pimm's in a glass. Oh no, she's frozen out.
Because of that.
No, not because of me. I'm still alive. I don't know if anybody can hear me or what's happening. I have no idea. Can anybody else hear me? Oh no. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, honey. She's frozen out. Can you message him? I can message him. Over to you, Alan. Oh no, on my own, and all I can see is the messages. I don't know where I got to.
The strawberry and
So the strawberry sloes, I say, can be like a Pimm's, and do the sliced strawberries in a big jug, and then top it off with soda water outside in the remaining sunshine for summer, and off you go. Very pleasant, very nice. You can buy from us direct. You can go onto our website. I don't know if there's a way I can put that on, but if you're on the Facebook page, the website is on there. Just tell us about the gin, Louise. Sandy Woldy, how are you, Sandy? Good to hear from you. Sandy's one of our avid followers. He's been part of the following us around for a long time. One of the things we like to do with Selkirk Distillers is support small charitable causes. So one of the most exciting things we've ever done is something called the 292 gin. Now that was basically a gin to commemorate the end of World War I. We only made 292 bottles, and each bottle was numbered and carried the name of a young person or young male who did not come home from World War I, and all appear on the War Memorial in Selkirk, and each bottle numbered adjacent to the name that's on the War Memorial. So it's quite a nice thing for us to do. Obviously, we made a donation to the There But Not There charity. Some of you may have heard of them. They're the ones that did the little Tommy silhouette. And what we did is we donated a certain amount from each bottle, and then we topped it up to just over £1,000 that we gave to There But Not There. The other things we've done are I've supported another charity called Life After Sport, which is to do with mental health in retiring sports personalities who sometimes suffer from not taking part and not being competitive. We also got a couple of contract gins.
Yeah.
One of them is for a place that's worth visiting actually in Scotland if you ever come up. It's called New Lanark, and it's a utopian visitor centre established with a school and everything on it. And what we discovered is during a visit there with my wife, I discovered that actually as you go into New Lanark Visitor Centre, there's what's called a Petri engine, which is an old steam engine there, a water engine. which was gifted from Selkirk in 1994 to New Lanark. And having spoke to the owners of New Lanark Heritage Site, they agreed that we'd make their gin for them. And we had a great day with them. They came through, we helped them make their gin, and now we are the proud makers of New Lanark's very own gin. So if you have any ideas yourselves, you have things you want to do for yourself, we can do gins for you. We do like to do little groups as well. We've had, Selkirk's famous for the common ridings. Common ridings is to commemorate the Battle of Flodden, is that right? Yeah, Battle of Flodden. When one rider came back with a flag, and ever since then there's been commemoration of that flag bearer coming back to Selkirk. So every year they have a flag, obviously a flag commemoration. One of the companies is called a merchant company, which is all the shopkeepers of Selkirk. So they came and saw us just before lockdown, and we managed to make them their own gin as well. Great afternoon with them, made the gin, had lunch, and obviously we hold on to the gin for a couple of days while we finish it off for them, allowing it to rest, and then we bottle it all up. And they really enjoyed that. So if you have that coming, we can do that for you. We also do wedding favors, or wedding, if you're getting married or thinking about getting married, and you want to make your own gin, then again, we can do that for you on a small scale, because we do have a baby still in the distillery, which we can run through and do a little one for you. If you check out the website too, you'll see we've got some hampers coming for Christmas. We have to plan ahead quite far because no one knows what's going to happen with this COVID. One of our biggest things is doing events, and we love doing events. So I'm just trying to see, I hope Kate's Mac hasn't absorbed too much panic. Well, that may well have happened. So Selkirk make the New Lanark gin. Yes, we do. We make New Lanark's gin for them. We're quite proud of that. And it's a very nice gin, I've got to say. They were part of the team making it. They came through for a whole day and spent the day with us, and we got all the botanics out, and we just started making gin. And it was just good fun. I'm just trying to look at some of the comments. Sorry, I do apologize. Yeah, Lorna, I agree. A fabulous mix, charity and gin. So if you have any ideas, Lorna, we can do if you've got a charity you support and you want to speak to us about it, we can do that. What would you do for a winter drink with your local? The winter drink one, I think I mentioned, Lorna, is the bannock. That goes warm through with apple juice and white wine. That's very nice. I'm trying to look at what the questions are. Sandy. We're trying to work on a personalized label, Sandy. We're looking at getting things that can do that for you. So yeah, we're looking for that too. We can get the bottles engraved for you. We do have a local engraver here in Selkirk. We do need a bit of notice on that one to tell us about it, so we can do that for you. My wife's thrusting things into my hands. We do have our specialist glasses, which I don't know if you can see. You can see it. There you go. That's the original glass. In fact, I think we have the original Selkirk Reva's gin and the Bannock gin bottles. So I can just show you how we've progressed from what we started off with to where we are now, and hopefully you'll see the differences in what we've done. So this is Selkirk gin. As you see, it's Reva's gin. This is bottle number 1. The label design was made by a guy called Conor McAllister, who is again a local Selkirk. He's actually a tattoo artist. The label was designed for us. So this is a design that has the unicorn and the lion on it. When we originally submitted the designs for process, we were contacted by the Lord Lion of Scotland, who runs all the heraldic information. And we were told if we want to keep this label design, it would cost us £20,000. So we changed it, and we've moved on again from this original bottle to our new bottle design. So that's the two side by side. I hope you can see the difference in them. We obviously can. One's no longer got the lions on it and the unicorns and swords. We've now got very nice juniper and gorse flower displayed on the label, and the bottle obviously shape has become more unique to us, and we enjoy doing it. So this is bottle number 1 of the Bannock. Same thing. As you can see, the label was of the same design. You can notice a little difference. I know you won't be able to see it on this. This one has little particles in it because that's the original bottle that was made, and we've moved on from those. The little hats are made by my sister-in-law. She makes them for us, so I think she's making some for Christmas this year. Emma is part of the business too. She's just completed her master's degree in brewing and distilling at Heriot-Watt University in Edinburgh. So she's a big part of the team now and helps with obviously some of the production. And because we're such a small family business, there's three of us do it full time, myself, my wife and Emma, and we do a lot of events where we travel the country. Okay. We travel the country far and wide. As I say, the furthest we've been is Plattling in Germany, which for anyone that's interested is exactly 23 hours and 35 minutes from Selkirk. It's a long drive to Dover, and then it's a long drive to Plattling on the other side. Very beautiful area of Germany. It's in Bavaria. Last year we did another town called Deggendorf, which again is part of Bavaria, and we just can't thank people in the Bavarian area who help us. They supported us. They've had us there. They've made us come along and be very welcome. And they've taught me that I need to drink less. I think it's one of the things. Lots of ideas coming through. If anyone's got any ideas of their own, please get in touch. We quite like it. We do special stars for Christmas. I don't think I've got one in the house actually. So rather than doing the standard bauble, we do a Christmas star, which we fill with a lovely gin. And it's all finished off with ribbon, and it has a little wax top on it. So it's very unique, again, to us. Our garden to bottle range is what we like to call it. We have hopefully a new label design coming that some of you may have got it on your small balls, I'm not sure. This is by an artist called Rob Hain. Some of you may have heard of him, may not have heard of him. Rob Hain is a wonderful artist who paints things in a very unique way. And if you notice the gates at the bottom here, these are the gates that now represent our brand, and that's the gates to the walled garden. So we're hoping to try and find a way to incorporate that into our labels. If there's anyone out there that knows anything about labels that can help us, we'll do that. Any plans of coming to Manchester? I would love to come to Manchester. If not, we can post to you for free. Try and read what's written here. Sorry. Okay, yeah. Louise, that is really nice. Constant means even if you only buy a miniature, you still get full effect. Yep. The miniatures are filled from bottles. When we filter them through, we actually use the gin that's in the bottle to fill the miniatures. So you will get a consistent flavour all the way through. So if you've had the miniature and you get the big bottle, there's no change in the flavour whatsoever. So to say, if you look at behind me, you'll see the gates at the top. That's the gates from the Rob Hain painting, and that's kind of become our company logo. And it's an open gate, so it welcomes you in. That was the idea behind it. It's like, welcome to the distillery. Yes, you can come and visit me. As I say, there's a book now button on Facebook, or you can drop me an email and we'll get back to you. It's not a problem at all. I'm just trying to catch up on some of the questions. Oh, I love that's beautiful. I'm just trying to read the questions.
Yeah.
Lorna, my favourite gin is the Bannock. I absolutely love the Bannock gin. It's so versatile. Straight, ginger ale, mulled, cocktail. It's just nice. It's just really, really nice. I think Kate's trying to get back in. So if you have any more questions, I do get them on the chat. I'll try and look. Yep, Thea, free postage anywhere in the UK. Unfortunately, I can't send outside the UK, which is a bit frustrating. Unless anyone again knows of any way we can do that. Oh, who's this at the bottom here? Tonic, do we recommend? I'm not mad about recommending tonics. I've got to say, choose a tonic that suits you. We use a variety of tonics. We use Fentimans and Schweppes. Tonics are a very personal thing. Some people like them very quinine. Some people like them sweeter. Some people like them to have sweet and all these things in them. If you're using a tonic with the Selkirk gin, then it's a plain tonic. There's no flavors in there. Don't be using Mediterraneans or anything like that. Perhaps the only one you could maybe use is a blood orange one, which is quite nice. With the white currant and mint, we actually discovered that we think it's Fever Tree does a Mexican lime soda water, which goes very nice with the white currant and mint. Also almost like a mojito flavor. So it's very, very nice. Yeah. So if we are looking towards Christmas, I keep mentioning it, I know it's a long time to go, but it's better if you get your orders into us and get planning now. If you pop on the website, you will see that we do cheeses as well. Cheese and gin are always fantastic together. So we do little cheese and gin hampers, and we're looking to do cheese and gin tasting events if we can in some way. We'll send you a couple of cheeses and some gin. She can't get back on. She's just going another live to thank you, which is end the broadcast. Great. So if anyone has any more questions for me, I don't know if there's a way of getting the website to you on the chat. I don't know how to do that. Sorry, I'm not very technically minded. I do apologize. White currant and mint with Mexican lime soda. Oh my goodness, that sounds amazing. I can guarantee you, Lorna, it's absolutely beautiful. A little bit of muddled mint in the bottom of the glass, and off you go. Very, very nice drink. Obviously, the web. I don't know how to do this typing thing. Sorry. No, there's cam stop. Sorry, our laptop died. Can we order Bannock from you too with a gin order? Yep, you can order Bannock with me. I need to. If you tell me you want one, I'll tell you how much it'll cost you, and then I'll just give you the extra cost for it. It's not a problem, Tina. But yeah, just let me know you want it, and I'll send you how much it'll cost you. I'll go to private chat. Oh, there we go. Lorna's put it on for me. Thank you, Lorna. I keep telling people technical things and things like that I'm not very good at, but I can make very nice gin, and I hope that some of you will get the opportunity to come and do a gin tasting with us, or come and visit us. Because Kate's gone, I'm not quite sure how to bring it to a close, because I will just keep babbling on and on and on, which is never very good. But yeah, Tina, thank you too. Hope you enjoyed the night. Kate's telling us she can't get back on. The Bannock gin's obviously dissolved her laptop. Oops. I think we might need to send you a free Bannock for that one, Kate. I don't know how to bring this to a close, but yes, we will reschedule, make a cocktail for you. We'll have it all ready for you. Be ready for the noise of the blender, though. Here, I can do another, as I said before, I can do a private one for you, or we might put one out for a public, depending on the response. If we get a nice response, then we'll put it out there and see how many people come. Usually 10 is about the number we're looking for. I have done less, but 10 is usually a good number for us, and we really have fun with it. And we will make cocktails on the night. Thank you, Tina. I hope I've done okay. So yeah, enjoy your evening. If you want to order, please do. Come back to me and we'll look after you. If you want to come and visit, more than welcome. Even in these tough times, we'll get you through for a visit. Visits to the distillery are free, and you get a 10% discount during your visit time. So yeah, please come and see us. The Scottish borders are beautiful and worth visiting, trust me. And that's one of the ethos of the business, is to promote the Scottish borders to a wider audience. One of the other things we're looking to do, as my wife just reminded me, is we're actually trying to make ourselves as organic as possible. We use as many organic ingredients in our gin that we can. We also use our gin waste. We use that as composting for the gardens. So yeah, we try and get it all together and try not to have too much waste. So thank you all. I'm going to sign off now because I don't know what I'm doing. Kate, am I okay to sign off? Yes. I'm asking Kate because she's messaging me, so somehow I can but thank you all for being on tonight. It's been a bit more awkward to talk.
You did great.
Yes, please come and visit. Thank you, Kate. Hopefully we'll get you all back on for the cocktail night, but please all have a wonderful evening and thank you for listening. Bye-bye for now.